Good morning, everyone. It's October 1st, 2016. The markets are closed. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I know we have a lot of people interested in this video. How we make guaranteed monthly income writing covered calls. First thing I want you to do is I want you to Google core position trading. Core position trading. That's where I have my blog. We talk about companies, we talk about success stories, we talk about things that relate to family, such as estate planning and wills and trusts and stocks and money and all that good stuff. So Google that, corepositiontrading.com. I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to subscribe, okay? This is where I post up all my videos on covered call writing, making that guaranteed monthly income, using our stocks to write covered calls. Okay? I want you to go to Core Position Trading, YouTube, subscribe. And yes, I'm not paid, I'm not a professional, but yet we do this time and time again. I live to teach. Okay? We talk about the money, but at the end of the day, the money is just the scoreboard that tells us if we're doing things right. Okay, and that's how you need to approach it. You need to approach this with a millionaire's mindset. Even if you have a small trading account of a couple $1,000s, you need to have a millionaire's mindset. Because when you have a millionaire's mindset, it all opens up for you. Okay, we're thinking positive, we're thinking living the life. Okay? And that's what we want to do. We want to open up our minds. We want to think about this in a millionaire's mindset. Okay? And this is how millionaires do it. Okay? For example, they buy real estate, they leverage themselves up with real estate, and they rent the property, making guaranteed monthly income if all goes well and their tenants are okay. And they do this time and time again. Well, writing covered calls is like owning real estate and collecting the rental. This is how you have to think of it. And we can bring this down. We can really bring this down to our level. Okay? Real estate, for example, real estate, you have to leverage up. Meaning, let's say you buy a $500,000 home. You watch that TV seminar, use other people's money. Okay, you want to be wealthy, collect that monthly income with rentals. Okay, well, $500,000 is a lot of money, and some people don't have enough to buy their own house, let alone buy another house. And then it's location, location, location. You get the best rentals when the properties are in the best house. But if you don't have enough money, then guess what? You're not going to buy the best properties in the best locations, getting you the best rentals. Risk and reward. Now, let's dovetail that with writing covered calls on stocks. Imagine the stock being your rental property. Nike is the example I'm going to show you. Nike is a rental property. It's going to produce monthly income when we write covered calls against it. Okay? So with rentals, you look to make rental income. With writing covered calls, we look to make monthly covered call rental or premiums. They call them premiums. You're going to collect that money, and it's going to be like monthly income or the monthly rentals. Okay? So I want you to draw those two, connect those dots. Connect those dots. And if you can connect those dots, millionaire mindset, it's starting to hit you. Because now, with writing covered calls, we can actually do this investment strategy, this guaranteed monthly income strategy with less money and less leverage. Hey, me trying to convince Leslie, my wife, to go out and buy a $500,000 home and try to get monthly rental, okay, is going to be tough. But if I buy, let's say, a Nike stock at $52 and I have 100 shares, that's $5,200, and I'm writing a covered call against it, much, much easier to manage, much easier to do, and I'm getting the experience, and I'm gaining the monthly income, and I'm building up a portfolio. Okay? Millionaire's mindset. Okay? So, with that said, I want you to subscribe. Subscribe. Why? Because I want you to see these videos. Okay? I bring straight fire, buddy. I don't talk in the the broader big picture. We're going to talk about things that are going to affect you at the moment, at the trade, so you can maximize your monthly guaranteed covered call income. Okay? So with that said, let's get going. Okay? So let's talk about Nike, because Nike's a great example. I'm going to really hope to keep this under 5 minutes from here. Okay? Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, but we're doing this. Okay? Imagine Nike as that company, or pardon me, that rental property that's going to produce monthly income for us. Okay? Nike's a great company. It's part of the S&P 500. It could be a Dow company. We want to invest in location, location, location. We want to bring that over to the stock market. Great companies are great location, location, location. Remember, I'm trying to connect the dots so you can see this vision, this millionaire's mindset. Nike's a great company. Nike's a company that, when you equate it to property, probably beachfront property. Okay? Always going to produce great monthly income. Okay? With that said, Nike has a lot of volume. A lot of people are interested in Nike. It's like your property. A lot of people are interested in renting your property. More people that are interested, more chances of you making monthly income. Okay? Nike has a lot of options. Nike being a big company, a lot of people trade it, love it. It has tons of options to write. Now we're going to talk about those options right now. What are options? What are we talking about when I say covered call writing? I'll try to be brief. We own Nike. We are going to give somebody the right, but not the obligation, to buy our Nike shares from us at a price that we dictate for a time frame that we dictate. Now, there's tons of gamblers out there that want to do this. They want to spend a little bit of money to buy someone's shares at a certain price for a certain amount of time. Okay? So that person, whoever that person is, we're going to sell them the right, but not the obligation, to take our shares away from us. And that's where our monthly income comes from. Now, we profit because we're going to set the price. We could set it higher. We could set it lower. But we're going to dictate the price because we're going to get our price. And we're going to dictate the time frame. We're literally going to say to that person, whoever that person is, you only have 30 days to make this decision if you want to buy my shares at the price that I'm dictating. So in the case of Nike, I own Nike. Let's say I own 100 shares of Nike. $52.65. I own them right now, $62.55. I write a covered call for Nike. Okay, let's go over to the options chain and let's pick a 1 month out. Let's just go to November 18th. Okay, November 18th being our time frame. Okay, I'm going to say, by November 18th, okay, I'm going to give somebody the right but not the obligation to buy my shares at $57.50. Okay? And they're going to pay me 15 cents a share. This is our income. Okay? Hell, maybe your Nike shoes you want to sell. And you put them up for a price and you put it up for a time. You dictated the price and the time and you let the ad go. Now it's a waiting game until the end. And at the end, you either got your price or you didn't. Okay? So sort of the same deal here with writing covered calls. Nike's either going to find itself, it's either going to move higher to that 55 number, okay? And that person that bought that 55 option is going to take your shares, okay? Pay you the 55 per share, okay? And you're going to keep the 59 cents because that's the premium, that's the rental. They never get that 59 cents back. But by November 18th, if Nike reaches 55 or more, your shares will be taken away. You will get paid $55 per share. You will have made the 59 cents plus the gain from $52.65 to $55. Now, with that said, they take our shares. We get that money deposited in our account. We write another covered call. Now, here's the difference between real estate and writing covered calls. Say you want a different location. Well, when you buy a real estate property, you can't. If it didn't work out for you, you're hurting. Okay? Well, in this case, with writing covered calls, we can literally now buy another property. Say we buy Microsoft. I love Microsoft. Same deal. We buy Microsoft. We then write the covered call, giving somebody the right but not the obligation to buy our shares at a certain price. We get a certain premium for that. That's our monthly income. Okay? So I want you to watch my videos. And I want you to learn this. I want you to go out and I want you to open up a trading account. I want you to open up a trading account with writing covered calls option, the ability to write covered calls against your stock. I want you to learn. I want you to do your due diligence, watch my videos, and do this in a small volume account. Say 100 shares. You may not even make your money back off of the fees, but it does not matter. It's experience. And once you get that experience, you will become a covered call millionaire mindset person, where it will hit you like a smack of bricks saying, I can't believe that I can wake up and literally write a covered call against my shares, get paid that premium on my wallet, and watch the trade, like an eBay ad, watch the trade, and then at the end, they either take my shares or they don't take my shares, but I keep the premium. Now, hey, look, Nike is my example today. Nike might not be the best property for you tomorrow, okay? So all of the stocks I talk about here are in past tense. Now, I own Nike stock. I'm going to keep writing cover calls against Nike because I like it. That doesn't mean it fits your risk profile. So you need to do your due diligence. But I'm telling you, once you learn it, okay, it's going to hit you like a smack of bricks, and you're not going to trade. You're not going to look at the stock market the same again, okay? You now, if you use this strategy, you now are the house. Do you know you are now the casino? You now are buying rental properties and using safe, good stocks. You're able to charge great monthly income. Premiums collected equal rent, like rental properties, okay? Now, with that said, I have a disclaimer at the front of this video, okay? I'm not paid for any of this, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just me. I've been doing this for over 16 years, okay? And everything you see here today and all my videos is essentially on-the-job training when it comes to stock market. I don't have a broker. I use a Fidelity account, okay? You can do this, okay? You just have to get your feet in the water, okay? Again, when you watch these videos on YouTube, you're going to hear a lot of jargon, a lot of this, a lot of that, of writing a strike price, writing a call option, all these different terminology. These are things you have to learn. But luckily, with the millionaire mindset, it will come quick. And because the price of entry is relatively low, I mean, to own 100 shares of Nike, to write a one contract covered call contract, $5,200 is your max risk. And you're owning Nike, okay? Nike. So, with that said, look, I have been doing this now for a long time, okay? And this, for example, these are my current covered calls I have going right now. I have many more that have been closed down here. If my mouse will work for me here. Okay? So, unfortunately, this happened to me last time. But anyway, many premiums collected doing this strategy. Okay? And they don't have to be huge. I have a couple that are huge, but I also have a couple that are not. Okay? Anything green is good. Think of it like this. Those are rental properties, and you're collecting monthly rental income. Okay, think I bored you enough? Hey, that's fine. You don't want to do it. That's cool. But if you do, go back to my video stream. I want you to watch some of those videos. I want you to learn. Okay? You can do this. And remember, Millionaire's Mindset, use the rental idea with the covered call idea to start to connect the dots. And then once you write your first covered call, think of it like an eBay ad. And ultimately, the bigger picture, you are the house when you're writing covered calls. You are dictating the terms for the investment. Now, one last thing. With writing covered calls, there's obviously downside risk. Okay, you own Nike at $52.65. You give somebody the right but not the obligation to buy your shares at a price. Well, what happens if Nike falls? There's no downside protection. Yeah, granted, that guy's not going to buy your stock at the price that you said for the time, and you're going to pocket the share, the premium, but your stock is now going lower, and you will lose money. But we don't lose money till we sell, and I have many videos on how I have mitigated my losses by writing more covered calls. Okay, so learn, be prosperous, millionaire mindset. You too will become a millionaire. Covered call millionaire. That's how I see it. Hey, look, till next time, hope all your covered calls are successful.